Have you ever been quick to judge, only to discover the truth was far more complex and perhaps a little humbling? In the heart of the whispering woods lived Milo, a friendly rabbit with a bright white tail and an even brighter spirit. Yet, Milo harbored a habit that often casts a shadow over his otherwise cheerful disposition. He judged everything and everyone far too quickly. A rustle in the bushes meant danger, a quiet animal meant mischief, and a new face in the forest was always met with immediate, though often baseless, suspicion. One crisp autumn morning, a new resident arrived. It was a hedgehog named Spike, who trundled into the woods, carrying a peculiar, tightly wrapped package. To Milo, the package looked ominous, perhaps filled with strange tools or even stolen goods. He immediately narrowed his eyes, his whiskers twitching with unease. This Spike, with his quiet demeanor and mysterious bundle, simply had to be trouble. Milo didn't wait to introduce himself or offer a welcome. He simply watched, his mind already made up before the day was out. Milo had shared his observations with nearly every creature in the woods. "He looks shifty," Milo would whisper, "in that package. Who knows what he's hiding?" His words, laced with suspicion, spread like wildfire. Soon, the other animals, swayed by Milo's confident pronouncements, began to eye Spike warily. Spike, sensing the cold shoulders and hushed whispers, retreated further into himself, making Milo's hasty judgments seem, to some, even more credible. Then, disaster struck. The communal food store, where the winter provisions were carefully gathered, was found vandalized, nuts and berries scattered, shelves toppled. A wave of anger and fear swept through the community. Without a moment's hesitation, Milo pointed a paw at Spike. "It must be him," he declared, his voice ringing with conviction. "Who else would do such a thing? He's the stranger, the one with the secrets." The other animals, still under Milo's influence, rallied behind him, confronting the bewildered hedgehog in a tense standoff as the accusations flew. Spike, with a sigh, carefully unwrapped his mysterious package. Inside, nestled among soft leaves, were not weapons or stolen treasures, but intricately carved wooden toys, tiny squirrels, leaping deer, and soaring birds, each a masterpiece of craftsmanship. He had planned to share them with the young of the forest. Just then, Professor Hoot, the wise old owl, landed beside them. "Hold on, everyone," he hooted gently. "I've investigated. The damage to the food store was caused by that large branch that fell during last night's strong wind, not by our new friend Spike." A profound silence fell. Milo felt a flush creep up his ears, his heart sinking with shame. The weight of his baseless accusations, his quick judgments, pressed down on him. He looked at Spike, then at the beautiful toys, and finally at the faces of his neighbors, now filled with regret. Spike, he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. I am so sorry. I was wrong. Terribly wrong. Spike, seeing the genuine remorse in Milo's eyes, offered a gentle smile. It's all right, Milo, he said softly. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and to always seek understanding before we judge. From that day forward, Milo was a changed rabbit. He became more thoughtful, more patient, always taking the time to truly see and understand before drawing conclusions. His friendship with Spike blossomed, a beautiful testament to forgiveness and the power of understanding. And whenever a new face arrived or a new mystery arose in the whispering woods, you could often hear Milo's gentle advice passed down with a knowing smile. Wait, investigate first. There's always more to the story than meets the eye.